Good day. The topic for today is about week 5, sensor and chart setting. So we have different types of sensor, the important data feeds, chart selections, and chart informations in your XDs. So before we start, let me tell you about the difference between the traditional paper chart and the XDs or electronic chart display information system. So in traditional paper chart, the old chart called this reliability diagram. So despite of having the diagram or pictures of the informations about the areas that you want to proceed, still you need to update it every week manually. While on the chart on the XDIS, this is called the zone of confidence diagram, which can also update every week but electronically. So you need to download the updates from the internet and upload it to your XDs, and it will automatically update your charts, and it will be safely to use for navigation. So we have the pros and cons of the paperless navigations. So for the pros, the corrections and updates of your paper chart of your XDs chart will be easy because it's just a matter of uh, time, a couple of minutes. You can easily upload it to your XDs. Okay. The cons, because the XDs has been powered by the computer, sometimes you will be experiencing lag. So, but it will also compensated and corrected by checking the position using your observation and putting the fixes on the this chart. And also, you can also check your GPS position from time to time by clicking your ship's own positions, and it will automatically put your vessel's position in line or corrected. So for the informations that you will be gathering in the XDs about the zone of confidence diagram or the sensors that we are having, it will be marked with the A1, A2, B, C, or the symbols depending on the accuracy of depth, especially for the shallow contour, safety depth, safety contour, and deep contour. So shallow contour indicates the depth below vessel could run aground, and it's equal to vessel's maximum static draft. So the safety depth will be equivalent to maximum draft plus underkill clearance and squat minus height of tide. Safety contour is calculated same as per safety depth and activates alarms when depth is less. So deep contour indicates the limit of sea area where shallow waters are effects occurs that can affect a vessel. It should be estimated twice or four times the drop of the vessel, depending of the water available. So as you can see in the map, it will be represented by different color coding. Okay. For the white, that will be a deep water. Gray, that will be for the safety contour. The light blue will be the safety depth, and the dark blue will be the shallow contour. And it will also lead to your vessels to be aground. So as I've said, the seabed is not equally projected below. So it will be uneven distribution of soil or sand or rock formation in the sea bottom. So in order for you to do that, you need to activate the echo sounder. But much better to modify or to set up your parameters or settings in your XDs in order for you to give information and alarms just in case you will be transiting or running in the safety depth contour, especially on the shallow contour. So this is the areas that we need to have a navigation with caution. Okay, in ECDIS, once you activated the CADSOC or category zone, you will be having the informations or symbols like this in your ECDIS. So with the triangle, and if we have the asterisk, that will give you the accuracy of the depth. Okay, for example, you already have this symbol, so the recommended underkill clearance will be greater than 1. Okay, so at least more than 1 meter, the distance between the kill to the seabed. So it is accurate. And A2 will be represented by the 5 asterisks, and your underkill clearance must be at least 2 meters. Okay, to have a safe passage on that. And for the B, it will be represented by 4 asterisks. It will be greater than 2 meters. Again, the underkill clearance, while the C is at least 3 to 4 meters underkill clearance. So, okay. So by this, you can easily manage the squat of your vessel by decreasing your speed to maintain a safe underkill clearance between the seabed and the kill clearance. So this is the symbols that you will be seeing in the ECDIS once you uh, operate or open the ECDIS setting. Okay, for your laboratory, you have your laboratory assessment. In order for us to carry on the parameters or setup of this scenario about the sensor and chart selection, we have the scenario about in Singapore Strait, the position and destination will be on that position. And for the course and speed, visibility. So the procedures that we need to do is to have the select chart area on the toolbar, choose new area by keyboard, input file name. For the chart, encode latitude and longitude, set the chart scale for the coastal area. How we will do that? Okay, for example, here is the ECDIS display, and this is your vessel's position. You need to drag the screen, or you can use the zoom in and zoom out to put the display on your desired destination. Okay, for example, your destination is in Manila. So once you drag it, it will appear this information. So in order for you to prepare and to easily go to that position, you need to select this chart. How you will select the chart? First is to click this select chart button. Okay, this is the select chart button. Then the chart area is displayed on the screen, which is according to IEC standard larger than 270 by 270 millimeter. So you will be clicking this icon, select area, and the submenu will be popping out. And there are some saved chart area, but you want to put the positions that you look in the Philippines or Manila. You need to create a new area by keyboard. By pressing this button, you must manually type the name of the area. For example, Manila. You put the latitude and longitude. And then for the scale, it will be changed if you're going to zoom in or zoom out the area. So it will automatically change the ratio or scale of the chart. Okay. And that's it for your laboratory activity or assessment. Thank you and have a good day.